Why does everybody get awkward? Want some go buttons?
Welcome
Is
back
that really
to
awkward?
Stormwater Creek Podcast.
It was like, who's
live
so stupid.
from Lubbock, Texas.
Fucking big Tex over here.
Dude, don't tell me where we are.
Yeah, dude.
Live from your mother's house. Not in Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, wow. Wonderful.
You got it.
Yeah,
you
you
covered it.
nailed
You
it,
covered
kid.
it. Thank you.
So we're here in Lubbock with
in an Airbnb.
No, we're not.
We are in Lubbock. We're not hunting in Lubbock. We're staying in Lubbock because it's a big city.
I didn't say anything about
It's
that.
kind of medium.
Yeah, it is medium.
It is.
It's a big city for you people out
For
here.
you people.
I mean,
Amarillo is better. It's like being the smartest retard. I'm gonna throw
Whoa,
it out there in the
there we
beginning and
go.
get this
Just
done.
read
Yes.
Did you say retard?
yeah, twice
You
now.
can't say that anymore.
No, I'm getting it out there. We're just mailing it in.
I've known
Ship it.
I've known a couple.
Ship it.
I mean,
Ship it.
I'm
You're
on a
here
podcast.
with a couple
Yeah,
of them.
you're here with a few.
You are joined by
Us-
4
us,
of them right now.
On the spectrum.
I'm on the spectrum for sure.
Yeah.
Lauren called me autistic the other day.
Finally.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
is. You are.
You did.
You did.
It's been discussed multiple
Asperger's?
times.
Probably.
Is that like the genius?
That's what we think.
retard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just I
Genius
say
retard.
weird shit.
It's like jumbo shrimp.
You're a jumbo shrimp.
Or,
that's good.
I was gonna say, what was it? A show, The Good Wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is bad too.
Oh
The
my
other
God.
sister, Gold. That's
Yes.
Gold. You never seen it? Check it out.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody do
Gold.
yourself a favor and watch The Other Sister. Just Google it. Not while you're driving, hopefully.
Meh.
As long as you're good with driving with your knees.
We watched 2 seasons of House driving back from Meredith last year.
I've watched TV constantly on the road. It's
I read news articles.
yeah. That's even. I feel like that's worse. You read
Whoa,
news
you
articles.
haven't driven enough.
Unsafe bastard.
Listen to music.
Sorry, dude.
Nah, man.
Music.
We watched House.
We
Come back from that
burned
Meredith duck
through.
hunt. It crushed it. We stopped at McDonald's, paused it, went inside and got McDonald's, sat in the truck and ate it and watched House, then left.
Yeah.
Not like ate and drove, like ate
Yeah.
it like we're watching TV.
Because we thought it would be safer to stop and eat because we were going to watch
'cause
House
we were
regardless.
Eating. We didn't want to eat and drive,
Yeah,
bro.
eating and driving is a real danger.
But not movies and driving.
You can stop watching and look up.
Yeah.
Every like 30 minutes.
You know.
All right, credits are rolling. Are we good? We're still on the road.
No,
All right.
man, that's how it goes.
Credits.
Yeah.
are
Anyway,
rolling.
for Swans, I think it's 4 years, and we can go to Utah and
I'm into that.
Why don't you introduce who's talking about?
Yeah,
People
who are
know
you?
this guy's voice. He's famous.
He's famous.
Yeah, he is famous.
He's famous.
For the people who aren't in the know.
Then why are you
Who
listening
are
to
you?
our podcast?
man, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
it's
not
not.
now.
Just
This is.
You're
take
the
a
man.
toot of whiskey and tell us who you are.
I'll tell your name and you can fill in the rest.
My name is Jesus Christe.
Yeah. Exactly.
What are they about?
He's risen.
Dale.
He's
Vatos
risen.
locos por vida.
That was good.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Just do it.
God, I'm so bad
oh
at
my
this.
God.
How do you be good? I mean,
No,
It's-
but
The
angle?
It's
It-
backwards.
It's Vatos,
He always.
it's supposed to be
he
Vatos
does-
Locos.
He does this, and it's
Las Vegas
Oh,
versus.
I thought it was like just some fucking
No, it's off the movie Blood In, Blood Out.
shit. There you go.
You need to
people.
watch it.
Oh, have you guys seen Blood In, Blood Out?
No.
We have about
that
3
movie-
hours.
It's a 3-hour movie.
It is
but
a
it's worth
long
it.
fucking movie.
That's a
but
good
it's
movie to watch while you're driving.
Is it new?
No, it's not new.
No, it's like 80s film.
80s.
Yeah, 80s.
Yeah.
Damien Chapa.
Yeah.
30 years ago.
It was one of the original banger movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. About street life and shit.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I'm
really
saying?
good.
How we do it in the streets.
It's
Benjamin
very good.
Bratt, you know what I'm saying? Enter
Ben-
Jane Olmos.
Yep.
Man, bro.
Yep.
Streets are tough, man.
So we're joined by Michael Panasci.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Y'all guessed it.
I feel like you're the most long overdue guest on our podcast.
Yeah.
You
you
have
really
invited
are.
me a couple times, and I've been like,
Yeah.
Fuck
well,
these guys.
Yeah, I know you
who's
guys.
Stormwater Creek?
Mike's
You-
just been
No,
like,
I'm kidding.
Mike's been
That's
like, call me
below
when
me.
you're this many, and
When,
Sorry,
when it's more
Stephen
than,
Ellis calling.
when it's more than your
Yeah.
immediate, yeah, when more than your immediate family
That's
downloads.
okay.
Are you guys on Netflix yet?
Yeah.
Oh, can I put
exactly.
that
Good.
hold? For now, it's called me.
Hey guys, I gotta go. Giannis has got me on the line.
Yeah.
I got more
exactly.
important things to do than y'all.
So,
I would never. Shit.
Yes, you
let me tell you
would.
what.
Yes,
right
you
now,
would.
If
I just
Steve
gotta watch
Noah
it. Who the
popped up on
listeners
your
are.
phone right now, you'd be like, I'm just
No,
gonna
that's
take
not
this
what
heads
I'm
up.
gonna step aside real fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this. He wants to come back. He wants to come back.
Guys.
If he comes back,
Gets off the phone. And
you say this
yes,
is my
they made.
outfit.
I got
and
the
crew."
call.
Yeah. These are my two idiot.
He
friends.
did ask me to come back one time. He's like, "Hey man, we're gonna be." He's like hunting in New Mexico. He's like, "What are you doing the first weekend of February?" I was like, "Oh man, crane season ends last weekend of January this year."
Yeah.
He's like, "Ah shit." He's like, "I can't make it work. Sorry." But
Yep.
he had a good
Sucks.
time if you wanted to come back.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
Steve, when
Crane
you're
hunting's
listening
cool.
to this, you should come back.
Yeah.
You know he listens to this.
Steve, fucking call us, dude. Like,
Yeah,
call
man.
me, dude. I want to
Pick up
hang
your
out, bro.
phone.
Like, email me. Let's talk.
Exactly.
We've reached out
Respond
so
to
many
your
times.
DMs, bro.
Stan. He's our
I'm
Stan.
the biggest fan.
He's our Stan.
Dude, he doesn't email you guys?
I wonder why.
Wait, he doesn't email you guys?
I mean,
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
we've never
shit.
reached out to him, really. I mean, I
Oh,
guess I've
oh,
That is
chill, dude.
one-
I'll text him real quick. I'll
that's
tell him to get back to you.
100%
Hold on,
not
hold on.
true.
DM'd him through
I'll get him on the phone right now.
Instagram.
Fucking A.
Steve, I got my boys here.
I got my boy.
Dude,
Boys.
let's plug his phone in and let's see if
Oh,
he'll
he's
pick-
on hunt, but
Yeah.
oh shit, he said no problem.
Yeah.
He's putting everything on hold for me.
He's on a big bull. He
Yeah.
said it's not worth it. Let me get
Yeah.
on the phone with you guys.
He's like, look at him in 10 years.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. He drew a south rim of the Grand Canyon elk tag.
He did.
No, I'm just.
He just wanted to talk about rims.
I remember that thing we put.
Oh,
I forgot
roast.
about that.
I
All
get
right.
you.
All right. So we're out here to try to kill cranes.
As you,
My
as,
Try.
Everybody
Tomorrow's-
can tell.
tomorrow's
No,
a big
no,
day.
no. We're not focused on that.
I just want to give a. I want to give.
We're
a
out
quick
here because
preface.
Michael knows what's up with cranes.
For
How
sure.
did you start doing? Like, what's up with crane? Like, where did you begin? Like, you're from Maine,
Yeah.
so
yeah,
start
and
there. You came to
Very
Lubbock.
far away from crane country.
Very, very, very. So you came to Lubbock for school, and you got into crane hunting. How did you get into it? And then tell us the story to current.
So I came down here to get my master's at Texas Tech.
Mhm.
And I didn't think, I had heard about Texas hunting and knew it was kind of a...
Everybody says it's a shit show. It's really not.
Well, yeah. It is.
In a way,
No, okay,
but not completely.
There's positives and negatives about
Exactly,
everything.
exactly.
And I think people, shit, man, you hear a lot. If you're moving there, you're going to probably focus on the negatives and be like, all right, well,
This
am
is
I going to
wrong,
make this happen?
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
And,
that's a good way to start looking at it.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I'm probably not going to get it. I actually did a couple things, a couple, what I would say, bucket list things before I moved to Texas, thinking I'm probably not going to be able to hunt the entire time I'm there. Because I had heard about it, and I was like, it's a pay-to-play sport, and
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. So I prepared not to be able to hunt for years. Even though I'm kind of like, if there's hunting to be had, I'm
sort
going
it
to
out.
find a way.
Sure.
And I was even, man, I'm not going to be able to. But anyway, so I came down to Texas. And, to put it in perspective, I'm a big whitetail hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Archery, whitetail. I've killed a deer every single year since I was 18, except for one, and that was the year I moved to Texas, which really still chaps my ass. But, I quickly figured it out. The first year, it was a little bit of a learning curve because you do have to know somebody or have money, and that's very foreign to what I was what I was used to. I'm coming from Maine where private land, if it's not posted, no trespassing, you can
Yeah.
hunt it.
Go out there.
Yeah, I used to take, when I was 15, I used to break down my shotgun and put it in my backpack and get on my bicycle and ride down the street
Yeah.
and fucking go into the woods where I, no idea who the landowner was, and I'd go, partridge hunting or whatever, grouse hunting.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, so I came down here,
Watch that drink. Her
And
tail
I-
is
and
a shelf clearer.
there was a guy at Tech. There was a bird guy. He was primarily waterfowl. Crane aren't waterfowl, but he was the only guy who knew a damn thing about cranes. And I knew that people hunted cranes, and there were a couple of guys that did hunt cranes, but they were very, very insular, and they would go out and
Tight-lipped.
It was a
they wouldn't
secret,
take
yeah.
anybody, and
Yeah.
it was a couple grad students that had been here for a while, and I wasn't friends with them, and I was like, you know what, I want to hunt cranes, and so I talked to this guy, the professor, and he's like, generally you can't buy a decoy for him, which shows you how much things have changed for him now.
Ooh. It's like a coot decoy.
Yeah, a little pricier, but yeah.
Yeah, no
for
doubt.
sure.
Yeah.
But you couldn't buy a coot decoy 5 years ago.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Even 5 years ago.
I got you. Yeah.
And
Now
Mojo-
everybody's like confidence decoys,
Yeah.
and
now Mojo
they
has.
make very nice ones,
Yeah.
and they're very useful. But continue. So you couldn't buy a Sandhill Crane decoy, which is mind blowing at this point to me.
Right, and he's like, you could either you could make your own. A lot of people pass shooting them, and to be honest, I know a guy right now, very well off, established hunter, and the way he hunts cranes, and he probably doesn't do it as much as I do, but all he does is finds power poles where they're passing by, and he posts up on them and tries to pass shoot them, which, I mean, yeah, I think I wouldn't. That's not
Seems
too
like
exciting to me, but
Yeah, it seems
you
like
know,
a
if that's
weird
what floats
way-
your boat, then great. But
Get
I mean,
after it.
you got to be kind of like right on them to do that. It seems
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, they kind of be
It's
into
all
that
in-
field.
yeah,
It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
because I mean, per group. I mean,
Per group.
because they could be 40 yards this way, 50 yards that way.
Yeah.
And 70
150
yards,
yards,
70 yards up.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think he kills a whole lot, but I mean, if he brings home one or two and he's happy, then good.
Talk about being mobile, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for
It's
sure.
just like-
Yeah.
Lean against power.
Well, and
pole.
I know for a fact. So I know this guy independently, but I've experienced him hunting prior.
Yeah.
And he was hunting. So I was set up in a field with my decoys, and there's this fucking guy pulling up at a pickup truck. They've got a driver and like 3 gunners, and they get out of the truck real fast, stand by a telephone pole, and we're like, "What the fuck is this guy
What
doing?"
does this guy do?
Yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
we actually called the warden on him because we were like, "What is he doing?" And he certainly does, because I know some of these landowners I've been hunting on now for 12, 13 years,
Yeah.
and I know I've got sole access to this
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
And they pull up and are hunting 2 feet off the county road or 5 feet or whatever.
It's probably still. What's the
The
easement?
right of
easement?
way.
It's probably still easement, but
probably.
still, like,
but
come
you're
on.
not supposed to shoot.
You can't shoot on
from
a road.
a county
you
road.
can't shoot on a road.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a nebulous area.
Not to mention, that's not public land.
No, but
Huge
the county
gray
road,
area.
it's-
That easement.
And you talk to wardens,
It's like
and they're
railroad
like,
tracks.
And the warden's like, do I want to deal with this today?
I mean, and I've only talked to like 2. So I don't want to put a blanket
Sure.
statement on it, but
Yeah.
they'll be like, "No, you can't do that." And then you start questioning them, and they can't really give you a good reason, legal reason why you can't. Because supposedly, I can't remember. I think it was a Safari Club banquet that I was at, and the game warden was giving a talk, and one of the guys was like really intent on pushing this. And
Yeah.
he's like, "These county roads that go through my property and everybody else's, they're easements. So I can hunt on that property if I want to, on that county road if I want." And you're like, "No, you can't." Well, yeah, I can. It is a public right of way, but it's my property. It's an easement. And who knows? I don't know if he was right. I'm
Big gray
guessing.
area.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's not. But
That depends on the mood of the person involved.
probably
That day. The
yeah.
mood.
But what if you're What if you're literally 10 feet off of that?
It's like the high
next to
water
the
mark.
power pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
the
that.
same. It's same deal.
Yeah, but that gets to the Constitution and shit like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
so that
where is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in Texas, rivers get weird.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
not derailing.
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Let's not go there.
it's very mood. I could see that being dependent on the mood of the warden, the judge, the whoever law
yeah, and it
enforcement
just
officer
depends on how
involved.
far you want to bring it.
Yeah, how far do you want to bring it, and the mood of the person involved. Did they have a shitty day at work? Was that pot of coffee bad in the
Yeah,
morning?
exactly.
Oh,
Like
no,
I told you,
hell
like
no.
Asperger's. He could go on for hours about this.
Am I going on?
No, him.
No, him.
God.
But y'all,
And this
Kinda
is
like
Jared.
this.
We'd like to introduce
Talking about
everybody to
autistic Brown
Jared
over here.
to the derailer. We're having a podcast here. We're talking. We're having fun
Be
here.
nice.
What are you trying to wrap this up so you can go home?
He's mad 'cause, yeah, he's got dinner plans.
Ow!
He burned you.
Oh.
He got you good, fucker.
You're actually you're actually cooler than these guys said you were.
I'm surprised they said anything about me.
What does
No,
that
ain't
mean?
talking
You're a
about you.
friend.
Oh my God, he's so
No, all right,
sensitive.
real quick, just to finish the story. Not the story, but the
Yeah.
the basic
Before you
intro
ruined
that
it,
everybody's just dying
He
for.
hates us
Yeah.
now.
On the edge of the seat.
It's
for.
not
What
so
you
fun
got?
when you're the one
He's so mad.
getting shit on, is it?
So I kind of made it a goal. I wanted to kill some cranes. Me and a buddy drove up, talked to this landowner that the professor put me on, and they were like, "Yeah, we got," and it is so different now than it was just 12 years ago or whenever this was. They drove me around. They're
Property.
Yeah,
They gave
well-
you the tour.
Man, they probably had They had a dozen sections. I mean, big landowners.
Yeah.
And they gave me the free reign, and I swear I was the only guy hunting the place.
Yeah.
It was me and another guy, and we decided we were gonna. All right, this is where we're gonna go. Before the big maiden hunt, we fucking sat in my living room and sewed. It's so funny, the progression, like the learning curve. Well, I shouldn't say learning curve. Yeah, where we started to where I am now.
The correct effort.
Well, yeah, because we started. We bought fabric, gray fabric from like Walmart, and we sewed make your own socks.
Sure.
Around
Okay.
a silhouette piece of cardboard that we cut out. Like stupid now that you look back at it. But I'm telling you, it is before.
But those birds had never seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you,
True.
I mean, who
in this
cares?
area. I don't know. I don't want to generalize and say I'm an expert.
Oh,
on
who cares?
Where the,
Whatever.
Yeah, say it. Go on.
Well, I mean,
But you did
I know
something
that around here,
Yeah.
these would probably work, and they did. We sewed these. We were up until like midnight the night before using a sewing machine to make these socks, like these homemade socks that we spray painted gray, and we spray painted the cardboard gray that we cut out in the shape of what we thought a crane looked like.
Just like
Yeah.
it's a big goose head
Yeah,
with a long thing.
and
Was YouTube around back then?
No.
Just
it
kidding.
probably was shit, man. I mean,
YouTube
it's
was
not
around 10
that
years
old.
ago, but probably not this.
We
kind of
weren't
shit was
born
on
yet.
there.
I like how you.
Dude, I'm not that old.
What was the '60s
Father
like?
Time's talking about age right now.
Yeah,
This was 1955?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there could have been fucking crane
war
guys.
had just-
He's just happy.
the
because
war had
someone's
just ended.
older than him.
I don't care. I
Anyway.
love it because that's the shit I would do.
Well, but here's the thing too. I'm a tightwad and I don't follow shit.
Oh my God,
My
I've not
man.
heard that one in a long
Yeah.
time. Tightwad.
And I don't
Tightwad
care what
McGee
you're
over
doing.
here.
If you're successful, I'll find my own way to do it. So
Exactly.
that's part.
Exactly.
That's partly what it was too. Probably. I mean, they may have had the wheel figured out. I don't think they did though, because anyway, Ranella asked me to take him hunting.
Exactly.
Bazinga!
Oh.
Scoreboard.
That's kind of a
So-
joke. No, so seriously. So we got these decoys ready, and we were, it wasn't a huge success right off the bat. We shot 3-4 birds among 4 of us, and we were happy. And then, and these guys were, my friends, they were great. Better shots than I was at the time. But I was kind of like the pioneer. I was like, this is not working. So I decided to start cutting wings off the birds that we did kill. And I would staple them to the side of what we were making.
Okay.
And that worked better. And we were getting a few more birds each time. But, like, you might wound a bird and you have to chase it a half a mile. When you're half a mile away looking back at your decoy, it looks a whole lot different from when you're
Yeah.
sitting
Oh,
in the
yeah.
decoy.
Yeah.
And so our
Not
spray...
to mention 100 feet up.
Exactly. And with human eyes instead of
Yeah.
the extra
Yeah.
cone cell.
Laser eyes.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
So looking at the bird just at our decoy set from 300 yards away, and we're like, it's that spray paint that we're using, the high
Garbage.
gloss.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just-
It's like these birds.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck
No
that
wonder why
thing.
they're flaring at
Yeah.
200 yards away. So, so we different paints. That's why that was the initial reason why I was like, the sides of these are not working. Let's use real wings, and so now it's just the head that's painted. So we went from just straight out silhouettes, painted silhouettes of cardboard or OSB. We use OSB too.
Sure.
That tail is
To
going
the OSB with the screwed in
Nonstop.
wings, which was a big improvement. And then I was like, you know what, fuck it.
There she goes.
We need to
Backing
use
up, backing up.
we need to use homemade decoys where we stuff them. Shoot birds, skin them, stuff them.
How hard? Okay. No, continue for a second.
So we did that. So, and of these other guys were like, "Oh, this is great. We're shooting birds." I'm like, no, it could be better. And so I played with and I could remember the day when I came to the design that I'm at now, which I've pretty much settled on. I'm not saying it's the best, but
But it
it's a pretty damn good design that works for me. I kill birds over them, and to some extent, I kind of feel like I'm limited to my own willingness to put in the time and effort. And I don't want to say, all right, that's not what happened this morning. Because the decoys weren't even tested this morning.
Yeah.
But when it gets down to it, when the decoys are tested, they work.
Yeah.
I mean, the birds see them, and they're like, those are birds.
'Cause
Unless
they,
it's...
quote, are birds.
Yeah, they
birds.
really are.
They are birds.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks when the wind's not when
Yeah.
it's dead still, which happens sometimes even out here, and nothing is moving. And that's why you use a flag.
I mean, I feel like today was pretty dead still.
It was.
You know,
It was.
on the
'Cause if you notice, the first day we were out here, the decoys actually
Wobbling,
wobbled
spinning.
and
That's
spinning.
what they
Is
do.
is that a good thing?
To move for sure.
Just like ducks?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Want your decoys
Yeah,
wiggle
because
a
when
little
because they lock in literally
Totally.
from a half a mile, 3/4 of a mile away. I mean, they're like, oh, we're going there, and they're looking at the decoys. They're looking at the birds that they're going to land amongst. And so if these birds
are not moving.
are in the exact same position the
Right.
entire time, it's
What
like,
the fuck is going on?
yeah. And you got to think. I mean, these birds. I think what did I say I think the oldest bird on record was like 34, something
Yeah.
stupid like that.
They've seen some stuff.
Yeah, they're not stupid.
no.
They've been around. And the two that I killed were 12 and 13 at least. They
banded
were
ones?
banded at that
See,
age.
it's old bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not shooting a duck. that
That's
old.
adults.
No,
As
they've been
adults, so they
shot
could
at
have
for
been-
10 years.
I mean, they could have been 10 years old at that point. You just can't tell when
Yeah, I mean,
you get them in hand for 20 minutes. You just know that they're an adult or not.
how do they? I wonder how they banded, like a net
Yeah.
them,
Rocket
net
There's a guy at Texas Tech that
does it.
has yes. So there's a lot more banded birds around here now
Yeah.
because of
His
what they're
banding
looking
it,
at. Yeah.
Where did you two get banded? One up in
Bo-
Alaska, right?
Both in
Alaska.
Yeah. Which is funny. One of the bands was on a lake that Renella's friend worked at, and he called him up.
He was like, "Hey,
Yeah, and he was like, "Hey man, what's the scoop? We just shot a bird who is banded at
so and so
I
like,
can't
yeah,
remember." And the guy he was just like, "Oh yeah, we do it every year."
Yeah,
but So
whatever.
there was nothing new, but
yeah." Do you recognize this bird?
yeah.
Hey, we just sent you a picture.
Yeah, we sent you a
Do you
picture.
remember banning this one 7 years ago?
13.
Yeah, 13 years ago.
Yeah, man, totally. It's great. It's a great bird. Good job. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta go.
pretty much what it
I
is.
left my vacuum
Yeah,
on.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
I gotta go. I gotta
It
go.
was before Renella.
My hair straighteners
I
on.
hate you.
So you were gonna ask, I think, how difficult it is to skin one of these birds.
Yes, because I've had a handful of ducks taxidermied. I think we've all
Yeah.
had a handful of ducks taxidermied. To me, it's black magic.
Yeah,
Like to take a duck and I get it. You skin it off. You put a fake skull in it. I understand deer taxidermy pretty straightforward. I'm not saying I could do it, but I think given you've got to
And
figure
birds are much
science.
tougher than.
it
I-
seems
I-
like the
I think-
line to taxidermy deer is a lot easier to get
Yeah,
to than
the line-
taxidermy
the line-
birds.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
Mammals and birds.
Yeah, so
Big
talk about building a stuffer decoy, man. They look great for
Yeah.
someone who can just do it.
Anybody can do it.
For sure.
Yeah. It's just the time.
Anybody can taxidermy a deer, but we've seen this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude, Next
Anywho.
Stormwater Creek challenge.
Taxidermy a spike.
Taxidermy your own deer.
But anywho,
It's just a time to put into
The
it.
next doe.
Yes. Shoulder mount.
Fuck it.
It's a pain in the ass to make one. But it's not like
is the biggest pain in the ass just skinning it out?
a.
I mean, I guess
To be honest with you, yes, but not because of the time. It's because you're not in the mood to do the rest of it at that time.
Yeah.
you need to do it all at once.
Well, because that's the only part that's time sensitive. I mean, like you get back from your hunt. You're like, oh, we gotta clean these birds.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna prep it for a mount I say mount for a decoy.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta do it now too. You do it when you get the meat from your bird. So, well, you've already hunted all morning. You're ready
Yeah,
to kind of
leave it
move
till the
on
next
and
day.
take your nap. Well, I mean, you can.
Then it toughens up.
No, it's not even that. I mean,
Motivation.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you got back from your hunt, and you
I'm
want to
pumped.
quickly.
I want to make a decoy.
No, it's you. You got back from your hunt. You want to quickly clean these birds and take a nap,
Yeah.
or move on, or whatever. You got
Yeah.
back late, or
We're duck aging guys.
well, okay.
So
But so it basically adds 20 minutes to your bird cleaning process.
Sure.
And then you got to salt it.
Mhm.
Wait a day at least, or salt or borax.
sure.
And this is my process. So if you're listening, and you're like, "Oh no, man, I got a better way." Well, good.
Do your own
but-
thing. Yeah. Cool.
So I salt it, I borax it, I let it wait at least a day. If it's hot, sometimes 2. Then, because you don't want to, if you make it wait too long, it dries out and you can't, like, the skin is not
malleable.
anymore. Yeah, you can't manipulate it. But if you don't go long enough, there's still a lot of ooze in there. And yeah.
That's fun to do.
So let me.
with.
Okay, long ass necks. You split it all the way up
Yeah.
the neck.
As far as up to the skull, yeah.
Okay, and you take the skull out and
So
everything.
you basically just lay that
No,
thing
I
like
leave the skull in there.
Okay.
For 2 reasons. One, primarily because
Shape?
the
it's-
beak.
No. It shortens the time to make the decoy. Yeah.
Okay.
My man.
It would take a
smart
long
efficiency.
ass time to make that, and just fucking leave it. And to be honest, the downside of that is you got a 2-week stretch of stench.
Yeah.
Just brain rot out.
Yeah.
Brain-
Yeah. Which the fresh decoys. I mean, oh.
Oh yeah, they're ripe. Yeah.
And I had a bunch of those when Renella came out. And they're like, yeah, they very much commented on them, but which is fine, because I mean the only downside of it is, getting past the smell is yeah, you get some brain or maggot crawling out the eyes for a
Tight.
couple of days,
Whatever.
and that's
Yeah.
it.
Whatever.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The little snacks.
It works.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
snacks.
Yeah, Mother Nature takes care of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever.
and that's them.
So you split it all the way up and then you foam it and put
Yeah, cut
something
it off
in
at the
yeah.
neck.
Okay.
Skin it back. I use blocks. I use a couple 2x4 blocks.
Yeah,
It's easy,
yeah.
cheap. Steel rod, same rods that I use as steak. So for steaks, for the neck, I just use steaks that the people that I've taken hunting have bent the shit out of, which is pretty much, I end up having
Everyone.
more.
We had a
I-
couple.
Yeah,
we've
I've
been-
noticed.
We bent some.
I've noticed.
So,
So I use those as the neck, and once I drive that through the skull, it usually keeps the skull intact, and then you just fill it with great stuff. Staple the shit together, drill a hole in it to put the steak in,
Yep.
and then you go staple the wings
So
to it, and then you go.
if I had one pro tip, like
Yeah, give me one.
a spot of orange paint on the bottom or something to find the hole.
Yeah, dude, flour
It's-
works a wonder.
Yeah.
My man.
Yes.
My man.
Yes. He has had some cocktails.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
it.
I don't
Aim
know
for
why.
that spot.
I don't know why Lauren keeps elbowing him more pro tips for finding the spot.
Did she elbow me?
Yeah, she
Wow.
did.
I didn't feel it.
Wow. Wow.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Did you elbow me?
No. No.
Oh.
But
So you can't find the hole. Is the problem?
That's
on
On the
your
decoys.
On,
I mean,
on your decoys.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Don't call me sir.
And after you berate me like that, I'm going to call you sir till you're uncomfortable. Get fucked.
sir.
No, that is, it's.
Because you told me how you build them before, but when you're trying to like help move them
yeah.
and stuff, it's like,
Especially is it you're using your
where is it?
headlamp.
Where is it? Yeah.
Oh, no,
And
there
I
was a
try to
couple,
make-
yeah, I gave it to you. I'm like, hey, dude, I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
I don't want to
exactly.
break shit. It's yours.
And I found it right away, right?
Yeah.
So,
You give it a little quick spit. You
Just of the orange
That's
of orange
good.
paint, honestly.
yeah, it probably would.
Because
Work.
but
Here's the thing: an orange
the
paint, it's
angle
gonna be
and
that
angle.
big.
yeah.
But the hole's always within a
So?
2-inch centimeter or inch.
But we
diameter anyway.
have an idea. I'm looking in a 6-inch spread.
Yeah.
You can feel that block in there.
Hey, man, these decoys that I use one time, I want you to do this stuff so it's easy for me next time.
No,
Exactly.
he's on like 4 or 5 now.
Ooh, 4?
Just
Maybe.
setting up and take down, setting up and take down. You
Oh,
know?
okay.
We've been a couple
Fair
days with other people, a couple days now.
Well, two years ago. And
Yeah, exactly.
2 this year.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, that's my only thought. I think it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Probably. I probably won't take you up on that.
No, that's fine. I'm just
love
throwing
that.
ideas. Like when I trim.
Basically, he's telling you to get fucked.
that's fine. Most
No, more like
Yo,
fuck off.
couch.
Okay, perfect, yeah.
So when I
Not that it's a bad idea. It's just that, man.
You don't
You
care.
know, at the
you
same
don't
time,
care.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
if it takes
Whatever.
me 14 extra minutes, I don't want 15 to make the decoy. No. And to be honest, most of the time,
Wow.
I'm setting up most of the decoys.
That's fair.
And I only have.
Here's my counter. If I keep a can of orange marking
Ah.
paint in my truck while they're on
See,
the
yeah,
post,
so
when
it's
I
that
go
much easier. Yeah.
and then they're marked with posts in them. So post match,
yeah. Do it tomorrow.
done, deal.
I'm curious if it'll help.
So like when I out the farm and the lease, when I trim trails into blinds or into
spray
areas
it,
where we have blinds, when I cut saplings down, I always trip on them. Lately, I've been slathering the cuts in those in the morning with your headlamp. It's just one less thing to trip on and eat shit.
Yeah. Can you make up? I mean, if the paint was say that big
Sure, absolutely,
Like half inch.
absolutely.
around, is that going to help
For what?
finding the hole?
Absolutely.
It was that hard?
I couldn't find it on a couple, and I've set up your decoys a couple
Yeah.
times. It's because you've got to. I mean, your 2x4 block's 6-8 inches long.
6, yeah.
So I mean,
We
I
can
was
still hear you, Lauren.
when
I
I
don't
when
But
I,
it's only. But I mean, it's going to be at the bottom third.
kind of.
Right.
Because I was running it up and down, couldn't find it a couple
Yeah.
times. Just jamming it around.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
Makes
Wrong
it
one.
fun.
Wrong
Don't
one.
we all, right? Couple cocktails.
It's like, oops. Oops. That's not you.
There's 2.
There's 2.
That's how you get the dolphin.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
There's 2 holes. Oh God.
You,
Anyway.
you open yourself up for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so
I mean, he
yeah,
was just
so
trying
that
to tell a
was
good story, and you started trying to talk about spray painting holes.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I don't know. I think he's artistic or something.
yeah, this guy's deal.
we've met, right?
Of course.
no, it's good.
Efficiency
Right.
efficiency is next to godliness.
Yeah.
I
Which,
think that's
to be
crazy,
honest,
but-
Right.
we could probably waste 50 times as much time finding holes for the decoys to not have to get gas in the morning.
Yeah.
One time.
Or pooping.
Dude, it's kind of 50%.
Yeah, I mean, that.
No, it's
5
okay. It's okay. We don't
I
have to talk
drove
about it.
95 to make up for it, so we're good.
No, I'm kind of glad it happened because it,
He's being nice.
yeah.
But you know
I
what?
can't, I can't even
I'm
give
used
a
to
reason
that.
why, but anyway, so all right, so we got these stuffers now. Work night and day difference, huge difference.
Which makes sense because you know
I
everybody
mean, it's
makes,
real birds. I mean, the
it
wind
makes-
blows,
It's real
the
birds.
feathers
Feathers,
ruffle.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody
Yeah.
buys decoys like, oh, fucking Magnum
Yeah.
decoys and flocked heads and the
Yeah,
colors
Yeah,
right,
I'm like fuck you.
or they could be feathers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
So it takes me probably.
no, they're great. I'm not knocking those decoys at all.
No,
they're
great.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, what you guys saw this morning. So what we
He's making fun of
hunted
my
over
decoys.
I made half those decoys last year, the other half the year before. And, I mean, it's just kind of been crazy. Normally, I try to do as many as I can. I've only hunted one weekend before you guys hunted this year.
And last year you said it was bad. No
Last
birds.
year was terrible, man.
So,
there was
no
no water.
opportunity.
They were all concentrated. The outfitters had everything
Locked up.
all locked up. It made it, almost impossible for Joe Schmo to hunt. And I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
There's a threshold here that I'm willing to give it.
I have another pro tip.
That interrupts the stuffer
Yeah, for
stuffer
sure.
manufacturing line.
Yeah.
Is if there's no
One thing
damn
you gotta
birds.
kind of have is you
Birds.
gotta kill dead birds. You gotta have dead birds. Yeah.
Couple
Which
of
is,
those decoys didn't have
that's not the
eyes.
limiting factor. You go out one
Googly
time.
eyes.
I don't hunt alone anymore. So if I go with another guy and we shoot a limit, that's 6 birds right there.
Yeah.
It's great.
Half dozen decoys.
Yeah, which is you don't need that many. Yeah, sure.
So
200
some of these guys
decoys is
probably
gonna-
run 100, 200 unnecessary.
Wait, say again.
Do they not? Some of these outfitters run.
With cranes, I don't think they're.
They don't.
And
So you talk about goose decoy outfitters.
Oh, big
They're
de-
talking
yeah.
like we're talking 700.
yeah, big difference. Yeah,
Is it?
yeah, huge. I
Huh,
think
okay.
a few dozen. Shit, man, 6 dozen would be max.
for crane?
I think for crane,
Okay.
max. I think, man, I used to take 6 decoys and get a limit,
And get it done.
just because I would only take 6 because that's all I knew I needed.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about right after this learning curve of making the stuffers. I used to drive a Nissan Sentra, just because that's where
Throw
I
6
was
the
in my
trunk.
live.
Dude, no.
That's
no,
what I did.
Yeah.
You know us, no justification. Get
Yeah.
it done.
I used to I used to go by myself. I was like, you know what? Before class, I'm going hunting. I used to put them in the back seat. I was like,
Fuck it.
50 miles
Yeah.
northeast of Lubbock, and I would set them out, get a limit, and
Go to
be
class.
done. And I'd be in class by 8:30. But man, it has changed.
Awesome.
It has changed. But
As it all has, apparently.
yeah, so I'll build more
That's all I
decoys
ever
for sure.
hear. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything's
2-bit.
changed.
To fill those 2 bins of decoys, it's about I think 30 stuffers, and I got those 9.
Nice plastic ones.
Yep. And those are pricey, but that's
Yeah.
what a lot of a
But
lot
they'll
of the
last
guys
forever if you take care of
they
them.
will. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys have gone from stuffers to those, but they can afford it. I mean, that's what they're doing for a
Yeah,
living.
buy a few every year and just
Yeah,
add
well,
to the.
or just take it out on a loan and pay it back every year. But
True.
Green jacket, gold jacket.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that's your business.
right.
Yeah, it's a business
Yeah.
expense.
But I was here before all those outfitters, most
Yeah.
of them. I mean, there was, to be honest, the first 5 years I crane hunted, there was no such thing in this area
Yeah.
as a crane outfitter.
Farmers were just
it
like,
was
you want to
guys-
shoot those things?
Oh man, they would be like,
Yeah.
shoot everyone you can.
I
They're
don't want to be difficult. You missed your mark.
being the pioneer. Man, to be honest,
But if that wasn't your calling, that was
Well-
your
Yeah,
passion.
I wouldn't want to ever
Dude.
be an outfitter.
as
I
late,
would.
to
I
be
would
honest,
100% want to be an outfitter.
Peepaw's Guide Service.
you would.
We've
Absolutely.
talked
Yeah.
about this.
I feel
We
like-
want to do the.
He
I
would be
bugged you
good
about
at
it doing the hog
No,
hunting.
I
thing,
mean,
man,
I
like-
feel
I
like
would 100% want
I
to.
feel
I
like
thought
you-
about it. I thought
yeah.
about it. And
I would
as
help
recently
him
as
be an
2 years
outfitter,
ago,
but I wouldn't be an outfitter.
as recently as 2 years ago, one of the big guides out here, I'm not going to say his name,
Sure.
and he was like, will you guide for me? And I was like, oh, man, I'm hoping to finish this. I'm hoping to be out of Lubbock by then. By next year, is what I'm saying. I was like, no, man. I think if I did it for work, I'd hate it. He's like, we'll give you a truck. We'll give we'll give you scouts. I was like,
It's
No.
it's. I guarantee. Here's the deal. Like
My,
you
I-
would
I-
100% if you had the opportunity to guide something, right?
I
Whatever
would
it was.
enjoy it because my OCD would be I would enjoy.
But then you would
more
have.
of-
But then
You
you
would
would
be
have
yelling at
people-
your customers.
You would have clients who would be doing stupid shit, and you would be like,
no, but I would have
fucking-
people like he was talking about. Like
No,
I
no,
want to
but
see. I
the
want to
point is-
oversee the
Let
thing.
him stop.
I want to oversee the
But
thing.
you got to
like,
start off
have
doing
people-
the shit
Sure,
yourself first.
Sure,
And you're gonna
absolutely.
fucking yell at
No, I
people.
wouldn't.
But
Yeah.
they pay for you to be.
Good
Now, if
with
they're paying-
customers.
If they're
Part of-
paying you, it's
I'm a
different.
people person.
Because
Do you know what I do for a living?
It's. I'm
Legitimately.
telling you, it.
Legitimately deal with people.
I think Austin
Not
would
with
be a great.
not with end users though. Not with retail.
I think
Are
you'd
you
be
kidding?
a great outfitter.
So I guide about 2 hunts a
Is
year.
there more?
Yeah.
You just said, are
Only
you kidding?
because I limit it to that. I don't want to deal with
Yeah. The common person.
folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you
Commoners.
guys are
Yeah.
borderline, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
some of you just can't.
You
No,
write,
I'm
I mean,
kidding, I'm kidding.
you can probably write us off as like
There's like two
a,
for you.
a mentally challenged. Like I'm taking care.
We
of
already
these-
talked about it.
You like charity work? It's
Yeah,
cool.
this is
Alright.
charity work for you.
Pro bono.
Yeah, pro bono.
You can write this
Yeah,
off.
you guys talked about
Yeah, we
that.
talked
I know
about
you
it.
did.
It's
Yeah.
pro bono.
Pro bono.
His brother can make sure it
Douchebag,
is.
Yeah.
He can give you paperwork.
Yeah. So, I do take a couple people
Yeah,
parties out
Yeah.
a year,
for sure.
and it's not fun for me because I'm like, I gotta dumb it down.
Yeah.
I gotta be like, I'm not gonna cater to your fucking back problem, or
I can't
And
walk.
anytime I've texted you of like, hey, I got friends.
no, I'm like,
and I've been make sure I've told them and told you like, here's the deal. This isn't a guide service. This isn't an outfitter.
I'm
This
like,
is like
buddy.
you meet
Yeah.
me. He has stuff. You meet him at a field, and he has stuff to help you.
Yeah.
That's the extent of it.
That's what it is.
Because
Yeah,
he
that's
ain't
it.
bringing coffee. He ain't bringing snacks.
I'm not gonna cook your breakfast.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not
You-
gonna
No.
fucking
No.
tell you
Like,
you're a good
he
shot
has-
when you
no.
fucking
he has
miss.
he has
a bird
land.
at 10
and that's the
yards.
part that I
he
was,
has land, and he has some decoys, and
knows
probably
how to shoot.
probably
cranes.
some layouts / blankets. Past that, you got to sort it out, and that's it. Before I
Yeah,
even.
and by the
and
way, you're
honestly-
gonna do a lot of work. 'cause
and honestly,
go
before
get
I-
all the fucking tumbleweeds.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
get-
not gonna do that shit.
Yeah,
for you.
No,
No.
and before I text you, I tell them that aggressively.
Good. Yeah,
Aggressively.
I
That's how
didn't
this
know
works,
that.
right?
I
Yeah.
didn't know that, but I'm glad to hear that.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
no.
I wouldn't throw you in the bus like
Yeah.
that.
No.
Like
Well,
I'm
but
like,
it's not. I mean, give me the opportunity to tell them.
oh
hey,
no, I'm happy to.
Yeah, good.
Like, here's the deal.
No.
You want to go with this guy? You want to go an outfitter? Like, was he not an outfitter? Well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I'm not gonna cook
have-
your breakfast
have
in
a
the blind.
seat. An outfitter, you wake up and like some dude's got breakfast burritos ready, and you're gonna get in a truck and drive out and walk to a blind. He's gonna send you a pin and say,
Yeah.
"Meet me here. Bring leather gloves."
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
exactly.
you're now my
Catch me outside.
you're now
Very-
my hunting
Catch me
buddy, and
outside.
you're
Yeah.
contributing. You
Very
might have to
honestly.
scout the day before.
And
Yeah.
if you, and then I usually throw in like, if you question why you're gonna give him money, figure it out yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like honestly,
Go try to kill a
it's
bunch on
very-
public
it's-
land.
Like duck hunting public land. Okay, there's a body of water.
You
go
can-
go figure it out.
You know what? That's funny that you say that, and I'm so glad that you just said that, and like it made me aware of that.
Absolutely.
He's
Maybe-
totally lying
Maybe
to
I
you.
just
That's not
don't
what he
fucking
does.
care. I mean,
No, you shouldn't.
okay,
You're
good.
not doing anything wrong.
Well, that's okay. Good to hear.
no,
good to
no,
hear,
No.
good to hear.
no.
Oh,
You do.
his voice went up.
You do. If this is how you want to do it, and you want to
Austin
take,
the owl.
if you want to take a few people out,
Yeah.
do it on your own terms. They don't have.
I
permit-
kind of feel like sometimes an asshole
no.
because
You
I'm
have-
just like I don't care.
You've built these permissions.
Yeah, we can tell. It's
You've
okay.
done all the work.
You have the decoys.
Yeah.
You know where,
Yeah.
and it's
You
like,
put all the time, man.
oh, you want to come crane hunt? Well, I mean, yeah.
Sure, I'll take you, but
yeah, you're
yeah,
gonna
you-
fucking go collect
you-
some brush.
And you're gonna give me
Yeah.
a few bucks for.
Do you have a lodge,
to deal with
sir?
this.
What time is breakfast?
yeah, exactly,
Well, it depends on what time you get up your Airbnb.
exactly.
I mean,
There's a Chili's in town. You guys will be all right.
Sophia will take care of you.
so no, I'm
Salads, egg rolls.
Shout out. She did a good job, man.
Sophia took care of us.
Green tea shots were pretty good.
I'm bluntly honest with people. I mean, I'm gonna say maybe to the point of to not
Tight.
push them away from you,
But
but to
just-
make them.
don't go with this guy.
Yeah.
No, but no, to make
It's
them
not-
question like
yeah.
if they really want to do it.
Yeah, if you're 70,
If you
don't hunt with
no,
me.
and
no.
none of the people ask me are that.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you really want
I
to
tell
do
you,
this,
a group I took out 2 years ago. I told them, fucking was so upfront with them. I was like, look, if you go with me, it's like you're hunting. You're my buddy. We're going
and
out.
I have gear.
Yeah.
I said, I got the gear. But listen, we're to kill birds. I'm not to make you comfortable. You're my buddy. We're going to find the birds and we're going to kill them.
Yeah.
If you can't get up and shoot from a laying position, tell me, and we're going to have to make some serious changes, and I don't know if I can do that. It just depends on what the birds are doing and where the properties that I have are.
Can you do a sit-up? Can you do a sit-up?
Yeah, exactly. And then she's like, oh, yeah. And it was this girl getting this a hunt for her husband, but her fucking husband's dad was going, but she didn't tell me that.
He was like 90.
He was 70.
Horse out of the sky.
Yeah. And so
Do we have to walk through all this dirt?
I was like, and I tell you, look, I'm not an outfitter for a living. I love to shoot cranes. I like to take people, and I will get you on birds, but you gotta be able to do it my way.
Put a little bit of work in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it's cheaper.
So they show up, and this old dude shows up. He's like, he's like, how long you been outfitting for? I'm like,
I don't.
motherfucker.
Great.
This guy has no idea.
I think it's best if you go wait in the truck.
Yeah. No,
Like, here's the deal, man.
I put him to work.
Keep your money. I'll buy you a donut.
Here.
Go sit in the truck.
No, I was like, fuck this, man. I told him, forewarned him. I think we shot 3 birds, and I collected their money.
Yeah, good.
Fuck yeah.
As you should.
Yeah. I was so mad.
Pay me my money, bitch.
I've hunted
He sat upright.
the whole time.
Yeah. Fucking like in a recliner. And I had to fucking gather tumbleweeds in
brush him
30
in.
minutes.
Build a fucking
30
mound
minutes
of
of,
tumbleweed.
yeah. To surround
Take their-
him
take
that I
their
didn't
money.
account for.
Did-
That's
Their money.
100%.
I
Yeah.
feel like, I mean,
Jordan
good
and
on
I-
you for doing it. But you're
booked-
saying you had to. It's one of those things where you're just like, nope, guys, we're done here.
We're done here.
Well, yeah, but then are they going to be like, okay, here's your money?
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I could have got home and gone to sleep. But
Jordan and I'd booked this big hunt for work. Teal hunt down the coast, big rice field hunt. You know, it should have been bangers. It was the second weekend of teal season in Galveston, basically. Rice fields. And people canceled, this and that. I had a work contact I was taking. I had some open spots, and Jordan and I went. We spent some serious money. I think we spent $500 a gun.
oh, shit.
We shot 3 teal.
Did you tip him?
Yeah, I kept them.
No, did
No,
you tip them?
tip them.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
wouldn't- no,
no.
you don't get no fucking.
And it gets better because it was supposed to be a cast and blast, and we were supposed to go on an alligator hunt afterward.
Oh.
And so we were kind of wrapping up the teal hunt, and the dude's like, I'm sorry, and all of us like, man, it is what it is, right? Which, A, was the point of this. It should be the attitude, like, you're paying for an outfitter, but that doesn't mean that you can pay. The
Yeah.
birds don't get a paycheck.
Yeah, exactly. They're not on the payroll.
They ain't on the payroll.
Get it.
I mean,
Like,
we
we're like,
spent
dang.
some money, and then so we're sitting. We talked to this guy. He's like, "Oh, let me make some phone calls." And they said, "Meet us over at this parking lot by this grocery store." All right. And these couple dudes roll up with smaller surface drives or something. Like, "Hey, we got a couple alligators on. Let's go get them. This and that." You know, start throwing out prices, and the prices were, you know, what they should be. But they're like, all right, so, you know, we got this 10-footer on. You know, we need 50% down up front. I'm like, well, how's that work? You got cash, right? Mm-mm. No. Well, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, the grocery store's got an ATM. Run there, grab cash, and we'll head out. And I was like, here's the deal. I ain't running out into a swamp with you toothless fuckers with $1,200 in my pocket. Because I ain't coming back, as far as I understand.
Did you say that?
No, but I said that to some other people.
Yeah.
And I was...
Exactly.
Exactly. And I
Square
said,
like a pig, boy.
and my thought was like, and my thought was like, I have a better boat than you. Like, if I would have
Yeah,
known,
right.
I would have followed you. And as soon as it was dead, I'm like, here's money.
Yeah, I'll
Put it in
shoot
my
you.
boat.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. But, and I was like, why can I Venmo you half of it? And then as soon as you get back at the other half, we don't do that. Can I run a credit card? No, we don't do that. But they said, if you write all your company information on this piece of paper, we'll bill you. And half of me was like, I'll just fucking write some shit down.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, I
My
work
credit card number is.
yeah, ABC Piping in
Yeah.
Greenville, Texas. like,
It's Bill
send me a
Muffler
bill.
and Sons.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, me too. But it was just weird.
So
And so we ended up just saying, it
We're
was,
done.
It
I
was
forgot about
wildly,
that. You were
it was
talking about
wildly
that.
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Well, and the other thing
The
was,
work guy I was with, who was we were really with, and Jordan was tagging along. We kind of said, we went and drank margaritas and ate Mexican food.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Like, we're done here.
well, and the other thing that you didn't really touch on was we booked it, and they like didn't know we booked it.
They fucked up.
Yeah,
It
they
was through an
fucked up.
outfitter, and
So
they
they were trying to
forgot and scramble
work us
and-
in, so it made it feel even more awkward
Yeah.
with the no one told us this.
yeah.
George.
Give me $1,000.
And it was like, hang
I
on
mean,
a second.
to be
I'm
real
not-
honest, I mean, I got an outfitter. Alligator's $100 a foot. That's
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
He's like, we got a 10 or 12 footer on there. I was like, we're in.
Yeah.
No problem.
Let's go.
Like I have approval, work budget for this.
Yeah.
Let's go. You got cash? Hold on. You don't have teeth.
Yeah.
Like I
Fuck
don't know
outta
that
here.
any of us are coming. And they're like, oh, 2 of y'all can come, because it was a
Yeah,
surface
the-
drive, but it was like a 1630,
Yeah. It was like,
Yeah, so
oh,
yeah, a real
and half
sketchy,
me
like-
was like,
a 16. That's like my boat.
yeah.
Oh,
But
God,
they were running-
fuck no. Fuck
But
no.
it was and
No, it's
I mean, to be honest, it was probably fine. It probably was.
But a 30. I mean, like that's
They
like the.
seem like good dudes.
It was
but
probably
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going in the ATM at the bank and like, yeah, I need $2,000, and then
Yeah.
jumping in this and go like, we're running, and
Can
they
you
were
even
like,
get-
it's an hour and a half run
Oh.
into the swamp with.
No.
That's what they use for alligator bait is dudes
Running
with,
out there with Jeb.
Yeah, that's what they use for alligator bait is dudes with $2,000 in their pocket, right?
Yeah. I have to make the small segue real quick and discuss that we hunted this morning, and we'll probably get to that discussion. But we got done hunting, and we've been talking about triple dippers from Chili's for fucking months.
Oh yeah.
And so we finally, it finally commenced. It finally peaked. We climaxed. Stormwater Creek went to Chili's, and it was lovely because they were shorthanded, and we sat at the bar, and we ordered margaritas and just got fat and sassy. Everyone got triple
sassy.
dippers. Now you and Austin were the only ones who got the Southwest egg rolls, like only.
Yeah, yeah.
I did.
Triple dipper, all Southwest.
So for people who don't know what the triple dipper is, and if you don't, it's kind of sad that you don't because they're amazing.
Yeah.
It's meant to be an appetizer, and you pick 3 things from like an assortment of different appetizer foods. But a lot of people get it as a meal because you get a bunch of different things. Chili's has these southwestern egg rolls with like black beans and like red peppers and other shit in them. They're delicious. So we always tease like, hey, that's what you have to get when you get the southwestern or the triple dippers. You get that. So we finally went and we got that. Order a couple margaritas. Order a couple more. Decide we're gonna take a shot. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's have another drink. And
That's just Soviet pop.
toward the end there, we definitely decided to mess with Austin's wife a little bit.
Yes.
So she ordered
I
a
don't think
margarita.
we've revealed this yet.
We are now on the podcast. Who cares?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm just
She
saying we haven't
listens to
revealed
this.
this.
Yeah. So she ordered a margarita on the rocks, drank that. Then she decided that she wanted a double lemon Tito's, I think it
No, it
was,
was,
or Deep Eddy lemon
Deep
Deep
Eddy
Eddies.
lemons.
with like soda water or something, and
I
like.
think it was soda. Yeah.
But she ordered one of those. She drank that pretty fast. So she went to go to the bathroom, and she wanted another drink. And so, thank God for this bartender. She's great. We told the bartender, hey, refill her drink, but don't put any vodka in it. No vodka in her drink. And she did that. And so Lauren
When she
drank
looked at us
that.
like I don't know what to do then, and thank God Austin was like, yeah, we're we didn't cut her off. We just fucking with her.
So Lauren drank this drink, and all night we've been fucking with her. Like, man, it was that last drink that
Yeah,
did you in.
set
You know,
you
you're
over the
just so
edge.
drunk right now. And She does not know that there was no fucking alcohol in that last drink.
You see that bottle over there?
That right there.
The bottle.
Yes.
You take that one home.
That's yours.
That's yours.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good rye. So you know.
Shucks.
Guys.
Shucks, guys.
So you drink on this one, you take that one home.
That's
No,
what
keep
that's
drinking.
what I was saying.
You can
Continue to
you
drink.
can continue to drink on that one, then take that one home.
Also, another
I
side
get
note
you some
/
birds
segue
first?
is there's 5 of us podcast tonight. 3 people just went and had to go tinkle
Hard.
because
Oh,
we have
it
been
was
drinking
painful.
for quite a while
Yeah.
and pounding drinks. And so, yeah. I was telling the chili story.
Yeah.
The chili story has
we could hear it.
been discussed now, which
Chili's
is
is great, man. Egg rolls, man.
Teeter probably.
Last night we went to what was recommended to me, the buffet
I'm
in
gonna go
town, the China Star.
Worst Chinese
Where-
buffet I've been to in a
Dude,
long
what do you
time.
expect from a
Dude,
Chinese
It was
buffet?
fine.
That
It
was great.
there's-
It was just like every
No,
other Chinese
no,
buffet.
no.
Their chicken nuggets taste just like McDonald's chicken nuggets.
They did.
They
If
did.
you go to
100%.
China buffet for chicken nuggets, dude.
They were just there, dude. What do
were
we do?
just-
I'm not gonna get chicken
not,
nuggets.
You're not gonna try them.
That's
100%.
Sure, I might get one.
You got your
Yeah.
stir fry plate, and you were pretty pleased with that.
It was pretty good. The stir fry plate
Yeah.
was
Huh.
okay.
It's got 3.9 stars on Google. China Star. I think it should be at 4.
hazy.
I don't think it would be at 4. I think it should be
Hazy
at
little
3.5.
Yeah.
Why?
You know that
Fucking guy didn't bring me my fork and
Fuck
knife.
your service. I'm talking about the food, dude.
The food was
Hazy
It's a
little
okay.
buffet. All they need to
Delicious.
do is refill your
Who
drink.
makes it?
I know, but
So you
the,
get your own
the buffet
food.
was lacking.
Yeah, it's green label.
Of what?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
I like it.
like a very
I think
limited
we
like
drank all those
supply. I've
already.
seen some solid buffets.
This isn't
Like-
Las Vegas, dude.
No.
We're in Lubbock.
Here's the deal. When
What do
we
you
went,
want? What do you
There's a
expect?
lot
They
of
had
Asians
He
crawfish.
just
love
got
it.
back from Vegas.
They had
we
so
went-
sushi and they had
fucking
crawfish. You
highfalutin
gotta have
over
crawfish.
here.
the buffet we went to.
There's
in
no
East
king
Texas-
crab in my buffet in
No,
Lubbock.
the buffet that we went to on the Sandhill on the Sandbass run, way better.
Did you just say
Same
The
shit.
same
Same
thing.
shit.
No, it was better.
The one we went to, where were we at?
It was your attitude.
On
that
the
was
way to
better.
Edgewood.
You're the worst.
What town was that in that we stopped?
China Star.
Right here, 2 miles from here.
They don't listen to this podcast.
No one. You can talk about this. No one cares. This is our parents.
This isn't the Meat Eater podcast. People don't listen to this fucking thing.
Sorry,
We're not
I'm a little
nationally
bit
syndicated,
jaded.
okay?
Yeah, we're not. Yeah,
We're not on
Sorry.
Netflix, bro.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
a star here.
Oh, really?
For those of you who just listen,
You're-
Mike
you're a
took
star
the
to
headset
us.
off.
I'm
Yeah,
tuning
to
out.
us,
You're a
it's
star
different.
to us.
You're a star to us, and you're very important. But to everyone else,
You're good enough. You're smart enough.
and
You
God
is
damn
hot,
it,
you
you're pretty.
is smart.
Don't
Ah,
say
gosh,
that until I
darn
get
it.
you
People
birds
like
in the
you.
morning.
Dude,
You're
we
fine. We don't care about
don't. We
it.
don't care.
We just like to hang out with you. Can I have one
No.
too?
We want to kill birds.
Fucking thank God I got that 30 rack, huh?
Yeah, you're a savior.
You got fucking Bush, dude. Bush is fucking good beer.
It's fine.
Give a
Beer
shit,
Bush is
man.
fine.
Yellow beer, it's limited edition.
Limited edition.
That's what it says.
Exactly.
Bush, if you're listening,
Sponsor us.
No.
McDonald's.
We want-
that's not what I say.
Honestly,
Say, what the hell are you
Do you want me
doing?
to make a phone call?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drop
but-
our name, dude.
Okay.
the more of a phone call we want you to make is we want to be sponsored by McDonald's.
Can you get?
That's-
Because here's why.
Are you saying you can get us some First Light gear? Is that what's gonna happen?
Because
I get 50%
Oh,
off.
easy. Ah, fuck it, bro.
Vortex. Oh, shit. Hey, whoever my rep is,
sorry.
don't listen.
Hey guys, it's Jared here, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys about our friends over at AccuFire Technology. AccuFire is producing some killer options for night vision, thermal, and traditional scope choices, all with your wallet in mind. I'm just like most hunters, and I have a really hard time deciding what I want to spend my money on, especially when it comes to optics. I also have a super hard time seeing pigs at night. Head over to AccuFireTech.com to check out their product lines and get yourself some.
Oh, you mother. Yeah.
She said 2 words.
God.
It's a train of thought. I think it would
So,
be,
like we were saying, you know, we've dealt with some good guides, we've dealt with some shitty guides. Mike, you kind of guide. I mean, I don't want to discredit you by any means, but you're not an outfitter.
By choice.
No,
You're not.
Yeah, this is all by choice.
Yeah.
yeah, and I'll be the first to tell people I'm not an outfitter, and if you want to hunt with me, don't expect,
I ain't bringing
The
coffee.
creature conference.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
cook you breakfast.
I ain't
I had the
bringing
heads
coffee.
up before we came out, but even like being out with you this morning, it definitely this is my first time meeting you this weekend.
Yeah, it
but it
felt
was
it.
definitely just like, okay, this is a homie. We got to do some
Yeah.
work to do
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
this is
I'm
the
gonna ask you
50%.
questions on
This is
because
the-
you know better than me. So hey, what do I need to do here? Hey, do these look brushed in good. All right, cool. We're
Yeah.
gonna do this. Whenever you tell me it's time to shoot, we're gonna shoot.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. I'm generalizing, but there are definitely some people who want to be taken on a hunt and
Absolutely.
be handheld and be like,
Yeah.
okay,
A lot.
you sit in your truck and drink your coffee and eat your breakfast burrito that you bought, and I'll tell you when to come out here, and we'll sit here and keep you nice and warm. You can probably watch TV until I tell you to shoot.
Or a movie.
And that's not.
did watch a movie.
That's not. That's not what it's all about.
No.
To me, anyway.
No,
No.
absolutely.
And
But
so
when we've done a couple guided hunts, and it's if you're gonna go, if that's the thing you're doing, then fine. Like we
Yeah,
go
sure.
down.
There's a broad spectrum.
Yeah, we go down to bulls and we hunt geese or we hunt ducks down there with him,
And get yelled at.
that's the difference. You pay
He's an outfitter,
He's-
but he will yell at you.
Yeah.
but he
Yeah.
also, here's the deal, like if it wasn't for who, like he doesn't take most people out anymore.
Really?
Yeah, he makes
Yeah.
he's got a sub
People.
layer of
People.
people who work for him who take out the other people.
I
We get
competed
to go
with
with
you.
The
him
great
because-
unwashed.
Yeah,
Like, I haven't done like a hunting guide, but like we've done fishing guides before, and I would remember we got like first time we went out with Carl, and it was really weird. It's like, oh, I don't have bait on
Bait
here.
my hook.
And he's
Unhook
like,
the
bring it over
fish.
here, and then he puts bait on there, and I drop the hook, and I catch
Yeah.
a fish. Got a fish. He's like, bring it over here. Pull my pole over. He takes the fish off, baits it again, and drop it down. It's like,
Yeah.
this is weird because I'm used to doing a lot more.
It gets weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, and then like we went out with the Broken Bow dude, and that was a little more like we were a little
Hands-on.
more involved, which was
Yeah.
cool. He just took us to the spot. He said, "Here, this is what you do. If you feel the tiniest little movement, fucking
Dude,
set it
But
up."
I think
pull it."
it's different for us since we're active outdoors people.
yeah, no doubt.
Whereas like
if we were like
we
execs at
rented
the
a
company.
cabin in Broken
Yeah.
Bow and we want to catch a fish. You know,
Yeah, the
and
guy
they're
who
like,
goes out
here's their-
twice a year.
Yeah,
you know?
who have never held a fishing
Yeah.
rod.
So you
Yeah.
think they would start to ask? Like,
No,
I went
but
redfish.
you would
redfish.
think that,
Yeah, that's
but
what
it's
I'm saying.
not true.
I went redfish fishing, and the guy was like, "Let me cast your fucking hook." for
Let
you."
me catch.
And you're like,
Oh,
no,
wow.
Yeah,
and
no.
No,
That's a little
but
much.
but there was no questioning him. It was like, hand me your rod. I was like, really? I handed him his rod. He casted it, gave me the pole, and I had 2 kids, so fine.
Be like, cast
All
theirs.
right,
I got mine.
Cast it, dude.
Take care of theirs.
All right, now it's my turn. He's like, hey, I got it. I think right over there is gonna work. He's like, so I casted it. Okay, so I was like 10 feet shy of his 70-yard cast. It doesn't make a fucking difference.
No,
Zero.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same
Exactly.
fish.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah.
Really?
like, yeah. I was turned off big time. But so,
Yeah.
we caught some redfish. It was in Laguna Madre.
That kind of like that. Remember, like that. We had a guide. We went to Galveston. We were doing snapper, and there was 6 or 7 of us on this boat. You know, like he crammed us in there, and it's like, all right, well, I lost bait on this one, and he's screwing with him, and I'm like, well, I know how to bait a hook, so I'm like going over the cut bait, and it's like, oh, this is a whole like shad or something. I'm like, I'm gonna cut this up and put my own bait on here, and he's like, no, I got that, man, I got that. I was like, no, you don't. Like, deal
You're
with
busy.
him. I know what I'm doing. You're good.
This is a hook not in the water.
Yeah.
Hooked a big
Not
a
the
big
water.
bull red, and it's like, all right, cool. And I'm like leading over the boat to grab this thing to pull it out. He's like, no, I got it. I was like, I know how to handle fit. Like,
I can get
I
this, yeah.
honestly, I appreciate it, man. But the only thing I needed you for is to bring me out here.
Yeah,
and
to
put
get
me on
me
the
there.
fish.
Your boat. Your
Like,
boat.
your boat.
Exactly.
I
Your
can
boat.
I can do
I
the
need
rest.
you
of
to
it.
deal with
Yeah.
the
Sure,
rest.
boat.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, you know, with your style is what I picked up this morning. Like, hey, listen, I'm gonna take you to a spot. There's gonna be birds. Figure your shit out.
Let's work it.
As opposed
your
to
shit
some,
out.
you know, like some of these outfitters that are out here.
Like,
Like,
hey, I want to sit
hey,
here.
listen,
I brought my iPad.
I shot doves a couple times.
Hey, the
Can-
signal
I
is
wanna
not
be-
real good here,
Yeah.
man. Like, is there a
Is
booster?
there- can we get a better signal here?
Yeah.
Let me know when I should pause my.
What kind of snacks do you have?
Paris
do you have
Hilton.
Exactly.
Doritos? I really like Doritos.
Yeah, I just
We don't
I'm,
have
I'm,
Doritos. We should.
I
right now.
enjoy going, like the couple times we've done like with Bull. He does a good job of walking that
Oh, man.
boundary of being involved and not being involved. It's awesome to watch him yell at his dog Rebel.
God damn it, Rebel.
Rebel.
His dog's pretty okay.
His dog's pretty good.
Did
pretty
you wear goggles?
No, he's
No.
But it's ducks and geese.
ducks and geese. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And flooded rice fields.
Max grabs all our ducks.
Yeah.
He don't wear goggles.
Doggles.
I was,
you
gonna,
were saying you're thinking about going.
I was gonna buy a
You
pair
never
for
did
this,
though, right?
Yeah.
and
Take
always thought it was
take
a
him
thing.
tomorrow.
let's go for sure. That's his blind
So
right
this
there.
this is
Yeah.
this is the thing.
He's
It
got
was
blind. He
take
knows
him.
what's up.
it was kind of funny to hear you talk about the fact that goggles thing, and as the more when you were kind of like, oh, that's dumb, and the more I
Watching some
thought,
of the videos, I'm like, maybe you're right.
the more I thought
You
about it,
actually
it's like
know, and
me-
I don't.
Wait, me?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
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 before I was like, oh my god, you can't. How would you take him out there without goggles on? And now I'm like,
he'll fuck that
Oh.
bird
he's
up.
gonna get stabbed anywhere in his body if they're gonna stab him in the face. I mean,
Or he's just gonna.
yeah.
He's 100 pounds. He's gonna just
And
fuck
watching
him up.
I don't know, but I know
Like,
Max enough to know
look.
he's the chillest dude ever. If
He
that
has
bird gives him any
giant
fucking
teeth.
problems,
He can
It's-
use those
it's
teeth.
not.
it's 50-50. He'll either try to fuck the bird up, or he'll be like, fuck
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
you can get
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Well,
can
hold
fuck
on.
get him.
Dad,
That-
come get this thing.
That's 50-50 once you get to that point.
Yeah.
But once you get to that point, it's already 95.
Like, look at this
Yeah.
dude right now. Look, he doesn't
Dude,
give a
you know
fuck about
he-
anything.
This is a light switch to birds. You know that.
Yeah.
Dude, if there was a big crane down, I would love to watch him. Like that video
Fight
we
him.
watched where those two dudes
Crunch.
were like, just like, oh, there's a live one
Bang.
here, and that dog
He
just
loves
boom,
birds. Oh my
hammered
god.
it.
Tackles
Did I say this time I took my pit mix? Crane hunting?
How'd that go?
All right, this one's good.
Yeah.
I need to hear
Oh,
this.
shit. So I heard all about all these guys taking these doggles. Like, fuck that.
Rex backs, doggles,
yeah.
whatever.
My dog is not concerned about a beak.
Yeah.
So I took my pit mix, and she's a great dog. She was already dog aggressive by this time, so
Yeah.
beyond two, and she was great, very well behaved. Made her lay down with me. We sat up on
She's a
some
good dog.
within some decoys. I shot some birds, and sure enough, I winged one. This fucking bird sailed for 200 yards, landed. I had only winged it. We went up to that bird, and I swear, she was my dog, so I'm totally biased.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
of course.
So she totally assessed the situation. All right, so she's up there. She charges bird, and this bird so she came out of it, came upon it from the back, and the bird turned around, and she's like, "Oh!" She backed up, and the dog backed up, and again, pit mix.
Yeah.
She jumped in.
Hammered it.
Yeah, she jumped in on this bird, and this fucking bird had no chance. She came in from the back, pummeled the bird, and fucking made the breast. They were spaghetti. There was nothing left. It was literally when I cleaned this bird, it was spaghetti shards.
Yeah.
Like
But
she
it's
just
a
fucking
pit mix.
what?
Pounded
It was
meat,
your
so you
pit
can make
mix.
little chicken fried
On the
steak.
breast.
So I am not
Max
going
ain't
to
that guy.
promote this as like a laboratory
Yeah, exactly.
or anything
My dog
else.
got that bird.
Yeah.
She had a
Yeah.
That bird went down.
yeah.
Vatos
down.
locos
Yeah.
por vida.
Yeah.
And it was
Blood
only
in, blood
winged.
out. It's like,
Like,
no,
I
you're
think
backwards, dude.
I
God
broke the
damn.
wing, and it was totally fine until
Right
this
hand.
pit mix met.
Right hand.
Yeah,
So I'm not selling a pit mix to retrieve your
Vatos
birds
locos.
because there was nothing left. Like I ground the rest of this bird into burger.
Tuck your elbows in.
Whatever.
Yeah, but it was funny because it was fun to watch.
Right.
She totally, when that bird stood up, she stood up. The dog standing. All right, they faced off. The dog went in, and the bird went after the dog, and the dog backed away 2 times, and the dog kind of
She's like testing her ground a
yeah.
little bit.
No,
just
I
like,
shit you not.
Yeah,
That's
just
I
what
ain't
like,
seen
happened.
this
whoa.
before. We're gonna try
And the
this
dog
out.
just hammered
whoa.
it.
Yeah, no. What happened was
Bobbing and weaving, I believe
she-
that's what they call that.
she went in, and the bird just responded in a way. Dog backed off 2 times. So the dog, literally, I'm not shitting you. The dog went behind, waited, came in. The bird kind of did the response, and the dog jimmied and fucking attacked.
Just-
I shit you not. I
Fucking
was
Bob.
like floored. I was floored. I could not believe it. I was like,
Fantastic.
God
That's
damn.
awesome.
pit bulls, man, amazing.
Yeah.
It was not coincidence. I shit you not. It was.
It was like in
Yeah.
their nature.
Yeah.
They knew it. They're just fighters.
She
And
was
I've
like,
watched some videos
yeah.
of dudes.
yeah.
Like,
And I was
hog
trying.
hunting
And I was
pit
trying to call
bulls.
her out.
Oh, dude.
And she was just like
Intense.
totally tuned me out.
In the zone.
Yeah.
I've seen some pit bulls
It was
during
amazing.
hog hunts.
I
That
go
they're-
on the. I'm on the. I go back and forth on pits.
I love.
Man.
This is a controversial subject. I know
Yeah.
that.
I love pits.
I feel like they're the. I feel like they're like
It fucks some people's things and dogs up.
they're an
But
owner's
he's a
dog.
great dog.
They're an
It
owner's
is.
dog.
It is,
You know,
yeah.
like for the
I'm
rest
just
of you
playing
If
people.
you have a neighbor down the street,
Yeah.
baby dog.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying go pick one up off the street and bring it into your house, but you know.
So for anybody who hears that snoring in the background, that's Max. He's laying right on my lap, pretty much, and this dude is fucking out.
He's out. He's in a deuce coma right
And he
now.
didn't do shit today.
It's just all wrinkles on his face.
But
his
he's gonna
jam.
put some work in tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna put you to work.
Max loves birds,
I thi-
contrary to this. Loves birds.
He's great, man.
English
When,
lions
as soon as he
are the
got
best.
him for
To
our
be-
duck seasons, it was a game changer.
Not
It's
to
like,
mention,
Really?
to be
for
honest,
sure,
the
for
biggest
retrieving
worry.
birds, yeah.
I'm gonna blow the whistle on this whole deal. The biggest worry about this whole thing with him coming out was that he was gonna go after your stuff for decoys.
Honestly.
Yeah,
Because he loves.
which it could
he
still
loves
happen.
birds.
Yeah,
we
we're-
don't know this.
yeah.
We don't know if he's gonna go
But,
after it.
And I started, I was thinking about the night before he left. I was like, here's the deal. If he sees a bird land and he starts going, he sees feathers and smells feathers. But then after we started unloading yesterday,
They smell like mothballs.
mothballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a bird.
Scent, yeah.
Birds.
Birds.
Holy shit, birds. So
When he retrieves a bird, he will look at your string and be like, "Those are my birds."
that.
He'll sit there and he'll start
yeah,
to lick
when you're
on
in the
it and try
blind
to
with
get
birds on the string, he's like, "What the? Why can't I have these?"
Can I have this? Can I have this?
You'd be surprised the difference between the scent of a fresh bird and a bird that's
And
been
mothball.
dead
Right.
for a year.
That's got
Yeah.
I wouldn't work.
shocking.
No,
Didn't
tomorrow
even
we're
cross my
we're sending
mind.
it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
happens.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, he's excited for it.
Max, you ready to go hunt with us tomorrow?
This boy wants to sleep.
He's
Yeah.
like,
Leave him alone, man.
man.
He's made some retrieves that were impressive, and he's made some retrieves. Like, why couldn't you find that bird? I
Right.
can see it from here.
Yeah.
Like-
well,
I mean, my
No,
favorite,
shit,
my
dog.
favorite Max retrieve was the one at the mouth of the wolf,
And when he goes in the woods,
and he just
Fall-
like,
No. This is when the three of us were
Yeah.
hunting.
yeah.
in
we-
the woods.
No, not
This-
that one, right? Or
this
are you talking
group-
about when he
Yes.
ran off?
Well, this group of ducks come in, we shoot him, and he goes like out, and then immediately upon him going out into the spread, there's more ducks coming in. We're like, all right, be cool, and he's out there, and it's like, all right, well, he's out there,
Ship
and
it.
Do
they're
his-
coming in, and we're just like, okay, he's over kind of off,
And
so
yeah,
he's not
even,
in the
even
place.
then you're peppering him. Who cares?
And I mean, he wasn't even, but he was like not even in the direct cone of where these ducks were coming in, and we just get focused on these ducks, and he just goes away, and we're just like, oh, he no longer exists, and
He handled
then they come in, we shoot, and we drop a couple, and
But
we're
he-
like, okay, well
He is locked in on that
where's
bird.
Max? And we're like, so we go out, we get these ducks,
It turned into
and-
a panic moment.
and we're like, where the
No.
oh shit, where did he go? And all of a sudden he just comes trotting back out of the woods with his duck.
no shit.
Yeah, they're just
Shows
said,
up with the duck.
like-
and they're like, give me that duck. Goes, go get that duck. Goes and
yeah,
gets that duck.
wounded one, and it flew off into the
Oh,
woods, and he
cripples
just
are his jam.
he just chased it
I mean,
down.
probably
Oh, there's
all-
two other scenarios I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It was the time we went and he locked in on the bird that hit the water, wasn't dead, and he wouldn't stop. He's like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting that
He
fucking
swam
bird.
200-300 yards.
And so
I started
it
thinking,
finally got
like,
to the point where you were running out to
I was
go
like,
get him.
go get the fucking
Like, we
boat.
gotta go
I don't know
grab
if he
him
can
'cause
swim.
he's
Like,
not gonna stop
I started
swimming.
worrying about him swimming to drown.
Yeah, getting
Fuck,
tired.
man.
And then
being
we
like,
got a bird back to the blind, and it had fallen out of the tree because we didn't have it on a fucking game tote, and it was like flopping around through the woods. We turned around and he went and grabbed it and brought it back.
He just comes out of the woods with the bird. Like, where'd you get this bird? Like, holy shit, that was on the string
that
a
was
second ago.
that was the
Like,
that was the
it
bird that was
snuck
dead.
off.
We thought.
We thought it was dead. We just like hung it in the tree and
We all
turned around.
used
We're like, "Where's the
finishers
bird at?" And
and
he's like going
Rang
to
the
get it.
neck of this bird, and it flopped off again, and he fetched it down.
Fetched it.
Fetched it down. Max.
And then
you're our
I think
hero.
I think it was like teal season this year where there's
They
like
crushed
shot
it.
a bird,
Yeah.
he's just gone. It's like, oh wow, okay, he wasn't waiting for a command. He's just like, I want that.
I need to
fucking
work
bird.
on his break, but
Like
man,
he was.
But he breaks.
He's like
the
watching
day.
and he sees these birds go down, and as soon as it hits the
When
water,
he
he's
sees
like,
a splash, he's gone.
Yeah.
But then he's also got his like early morning moments where he's going one way. You're like,
Yeah.
no, dead bird, Max, and he's going this way. You're like, what are you doing?
Settle the fuck
Yeah,
down,
why?
bro. It's cool.
He's like,
Like he's
shut up.
so hyped up.
I'm excited
I do
too.
that.
I'm excited too.
Who,
What are
me?
you doing? What is wrong with you? You're not comfortable.
Like he doesn't look like it, but he's got some go.
He does. There's also some times where
He's
you're
one of
like,
the
are
good
you
guys.
just gonna walk
Take him
back the
tomorrow.
entire?
Take
Oh
it.
yeah, we're taking
It's
him.
taken tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty funny. So,
He loves birds.
guys, we want to thank you for listening to this podcast. Subscribe.
It hasn't been quite wheels off
No.
on this podcast,
But I'll tell you.
considering how much we've drank all day.
Oh yeah, we're into it for a couple hours now.
This table looks
We
awesome.
want a big
Couple
shout
of
out.
6.
A couple of 6.
Big shout out to our buddy Mike for taking us out to do
Yeah.
some Sandhill Crane hunting, and
If you ever want to Sandhill crane with a crane hunt with a quote buddy, who you can
Yeah.
give a few bucks to.
there's
Reach
plenty
out
of
to
there's
us.
plenty of
We'll vet
outfitters.
you.
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
internet.
And then
We'll vet you
allow
out.
you to go-
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
how it works. As we've said, we will vet you out.
Anyways,
Dude,
well,
Tomorrow's the day.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow we ride in infamy.
Yeah.
well, bye.
Stormwater Creek is the best. Grinch, the captain. Aim, the helper. Jordan, the problem solver. I hope you like Stormwater Creek. Stormwater Creek.